What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to Somethin Fishy. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys just a quick tutorial on how I black out my aquariums. Just a basic way to do a tinted background, so just stay tuned. First, you're going to start off by just spraying down the glass. This glass has already been pre-cleaned and pre-wiped. Next, you just want to get your tint together. It's going to come with this paper on the other end. You can discard that paper after a while. Then you can really just tear the paper off where you don't need it at. You want to keep the paper on the other ends of the tint so that you can save it for later if you want. Then you just kind of gently place the tint over the aquarium, just kind of sizing it up and trying to make sure that you have the right sizing on the aquarium. Just make sure you have it straight and everything. It's kind of crooked a little bit already because of a previous cut that I made. None of my cuts are ever perfect, and that's okay with me. I'm fine with that. And here I'm just trying to straighten out the tint to get it all good and get all the air bubbles out. I'll go ahead and speed it up a little bit right here. Here I'm just laying it over the aquarium so that the top of the aquarium can hold the tint in place for me. And then right here I'm just trying to get as many of the air bubbles out with my hands as I possibly can. But then you're gonna want to grab a scraper. It doesn't have to be this big. But I just went with a bigger one because I was doing other bigger aquariums. But you want to just try to scrape off as many air bubbles as you can. You want to go along the entire aquarium, make sure all the air bubbles are gone throughout the entire aquarium. It's not going to be perfect the first time you do it, trust me, but it will get easier as the more you do it. And just because you have a few air bubbles left over is not the end of the world. You can always just lift it up. As you can see that I'm doing here, lift it up, use your scraper to just scrape some of the air bubbles off, and it'll stick right back onto the aquarium. And that water that you sprayed makes it a little bit easier. So now what I did was I sprayed some water on top of the tint, just so that when you're scraping the tint, you don't actually break it. The water makes it a little bit smoother. Also, the water has soap in it to make it just a little bit slicker. But right here, you want to just go throughout the crease of the aquarium where the rim is. You don't want to go too hard though. You won't want the scraper to go through the rim of the aquarium and mess up the rim of the aquarium. But right here, you're going to take your razor or your box cutter or whatever you have, and you're going to scrape along the rim of the aquarium. Once again, you do not want to go too hard on this, or you can scrape the rim of the aquarium. And you don't want to do that. So you want to go as close to the rim as you want to, but just do it gently. It doesn't take much to cut the tint. It doesn't take much at all, so you don't have to do it with a lot of force. You just want to cut along the line, and then you just peel. You can just peel that part off. As you can see, mine is not perfect at the bottom because it wasn't the best cut. But when you do yours, you can have a better cut if you want, but this does not bother me whatsoever. I'm just going to go along the line just to make sure I'm getting all those air bubbles out as I see them. You would have to do this multiple times, but you want to do the same thing for the top. So I just speed it up a little bit here. You want to cut the top like you did the bottom. Come back and peel it off. And this top looks way better. I didn't cut all the way through, so I had to break this part. You could cut it with the box cutter. It probably would have been smarter to do. And then you want to come back with your scraper. You want to get it as close to that rim as you can so that you can't see any of the aquarium. Spray a little bit more water just so you won't scrape the tint. And just want to keep making sure that you get those air bubbles out. And here you want to grab your razor or your box cutter or whatever, and you want to go along the edge. Also, just remember not to go too forceful with this because you can't scrape your glass. And you want to do the other side. I just skipped that part because it's the same as the first side. And then you want to go with your scraper on each side of the aquarium, making sure that those edges are down. And voila, there you have it. So now that I've shown you guys how to do the tinted background, if you want to, now you know how. I wasn't trying to be perfect with it. I just wanted to, you know, get it done and show you guys pretty much the basis of how to do it and how to get it set up. And that tint does not come off. I've had tint on my aquariums for 1.5 to 2 years and none of it has ever came off unless I've taken it off. But there you have it, man. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like. Also leave a comment. Let me know what you guys want to see next, what other type of videos you guys want to see. I have plenty more videos in store. I skipped one Friday or whatever, and I'm gonna try to double upload this week or whatever. And I'm not gonna try to skip any more weeks, hopefully, but you know how life gets, man. So follow me on all of my social medias. Follow my other 2 YouTube channels. They're gonna be down in the description. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. Peace.